Hello and welcome back. This is Module 4, Lesson 15. Moving on, embrace your independence, cultivate resilience, self-reliance, and personal growth. This image shows that you are free. You are an independent person now, so embrace your independence. Welcome back. How have you been? I hope getting much better and doing all the exercises so that you're doing really well now. I hope you've been recording in your journal all the activities you've been doing and your successes. This is important because every time you look back in that journal, you will say to yourself, well, I did this myself. I achieved this by myself. My ex wasn't there. And then pat yourself on the back and celebrate your win. In this lesson, you will learn how to do the following: how to cultivate resilience and become self-reliant, how to improve your personal growth so you can carve out a successful future for yourself or a successful life for yourself, how to embrace your independence from your ex and become your own boss. Well, isn't that exciting? Let's start with the idea of rediscovering your identity. So, who are you now? When people get married or get coupled up in a relationship, they do everything they can to replan their lives so they can merge their assets as well as their personalities as much as possible. They plan their lives together, having a house, having babies, enjoying holidays together, and every celebration they do together, their finance and so on are merged in some way. You become literally joined at the hips, as they say. So in order to enjoy your independence and become self-reliant, the first thing you need to do is to manage your attendance at social events. It will be embarrassing at first, obviously, in social circles where you and your ex have been known. If you turn up alone, people will be asking questions. Oh, hello, where's your husband? Or where is your wife? Is he or she okay? Why isn't he or she here with you? If I were you, I'll just mumble something and move elsewhere. If possible, avoid attending such events where you and your partner were well known together, at least for a while. Give people a few months to hear the news that you're no longer with your partner, so that when you do go, they already know and they may not be asking those silly questions. Number 2, develop self-reliance. Trust your instincts and embrace your independence. Start thinking differently. Reclaim your own identity. So instead of my husband and I, or we will do so and so, say instead, I will do so and so. It sounds simple, but it will be very difficult at first. You have been used to making decisions together with your partner. So now that you are on your own, you have to think alone, plan alone, and execute your plans all alone. It will feel very lonely at first. You just need to trust yourself and your instincts. Believe that you are more than capable of going it alone and do whatever seems right for you. By so doing, you become self-reliant. Number 3, reflect on the past relationship. Take some time to reflect on the relationship and what you learned from it. What were the strengths and weaknesses of that relationship? What patterns or behaviors contributed to its end? Reflecting on these questions can help you gain insight into yourself and your needs in future relationships. Number 4, reconnect with yourself. Use this time to reconnect with who you are outside of the relationship. What are your own interests, passions, and values? Spend time engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing personal goals. Number 5, set new goals. I've mentioned that before. Take this opportunity to set new goals for yourself, both personally and professionally. What are your aspirations for the future? Setting goals can give you a sense of purpose and direction as you move forward. Make sure to make your goals SMART, as I've mentioned before. They must be specific. By specific, I mean nothing vague. Don't say I'm planning to go to the moon sometime. If you must go to the moon, say I will join the moon space shuttle next year. Put a time to it and make sure you budgeted for it. So specific, not vague. Something measurable. How will you measure your success? If you were planning to go to the moon, your success will be that you landed on the moon and you came back safely, hopefully. Achievable. Well, if you're planning to go to the moon, you must be really rich, because I'm sure it will cost a lot of money. So is it achievable? Is your budget capable of paying for that? Realistic. So what is the importance of going to the moon for you? Is it realistic? Is it something you really need now? Consider it. I'm using the moon as a far-fetched goal, but that can be with anything. And then time limited. Put a time limit to when you want to go to the moon. And when you do travel to the moon and back, please call me to let me know. And maybe bring me a rock back from the moon. Anyway, I'm sure you know what I mean. Then choose the most urgent goal to work on within a week or two. Create an action plan on how you can accomplish this one goal. Do all you can to do all you have set out to do within the week, and tick them off as you achieve them. Celebrate your achievements, however small. Number 6, explore new opportunities. Embrace the freedom that comes with being single again and explore new opportunities. Whether it's trying new experiences, meeting new people, or pursuing new career paths, stepping outside of your comfort zone can help you grow and discover new aspects of yourself. Join relevant groups, online or in-person groups, to help you gain new perspectives on life and how to do things as a single person or a single parent. You can also explore opportunities for your children's growth if you have kids. Number 7, focus on the present moment. Practice mindfulness. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, focus on the present moment. Mindfulness practices such as meditation or yoga can help you stay grounded and centered in the here and now. Number 8, embrace growth. Remember that growth often comes from adversity. While going through a breakup or a divorce is undoubtedly difficult, it can also be a catalyst for positive change and personal growth. Embrace the opportunity to rediscover yourself, cultivate resilience, and create a life that aligns with your true identity and purpose. How can you become resilient? Number 9, how to practice resilience. Being resilient means that you have the ability to withstand adversity. Resilience is the ability to withstand adversity and bounce back from difficult life events. Being resilient does not mean you never experience stress, emotional upheaval, and suffering. Resilience involves the ability to work through emotional pain and suffering without giving up. Why is resilience so important? When you practice resilience, you do not allow yourself to be beaten by any of life's ups and downs. You bounce back and you carry on. Every disappointment becomes a great motivation for you to do better next time. In Neuro-Linguistic Programming (NLP), we call every disappointment a new learning opportunity. Hence the saying, there is never any failure, only feedback. Feedback can sometimes seem harsh, but if you accept it as an opportunity to change your circumstances for the better, then you will dust yourself up, learn new skills, and improve your circumstances. Here are the factors that enable you to become resilient. Internal factors: self-control, flexibility, ability to cope, adaptability, acceptance, and willpower. Self-confidence and strength, self-reliance, determination, resourcefulness, perseverance, courage, optimism, and humor. External factors: personal relationships, friends, loved ones, colleagues, and others. Purpose and meaning, things that motivate or inspire you. Communities and social support, your tribe, including people who can empathize with your circumstances at life's challenging moments. Choose these people or your tribe wisely. Your new bucket list comes in handy here. If you have not already created your bucket list, as suggested in an earlier lesson, now is the time to do so. Since you are no longer under the influence of your ex, what are those things that you gave up for the sake of sustaining harmony in your past relationship? This is now your opportunity to create your own bucket list. As explained earlier, a bucket list is simply a list of things or activities that you have always wanted to do, but because of the constraint on you from your ex, you never got to do them. Now is your chance to fulfill your dreams, just for you. Remember to name each item and give it a time when you must have it done. Maybe you've always wanted to go on a cruise to the Caribbean. Well, you can plan it now, give it a time limit, and do it. Yeah, you are your own boss now, so celebrate your freedom. Here's what one of my clients, Ade, said about the usefulness of the bucket list during her coaching sessions with me. Quote, Writing the bucket list at the very beginning of my coaching journey with Dr. Grace was very inspiring and really encouraged me to dream big for my future. I didn't have to be afraid of anything or anyone. All I have to do is to unleash the creative power within me and plan a glorious future for myself through creating an ambitious but well-informed plan that will be actionable within a specific time. In other words, we set SMART goals, and she held me accountable, so I had to follow through the weekly action plans. Wow, they are yielding such great results for me already. Being able to share these plans created a powerful platform on which I felt so comfortable because of all the guidance Dr. Grace offered me. She is amazing, and I unreservedly give her 5 stars. Thank you, Ade. Well, when we created her bucket list, she wasn't so sure she could achieve all of those things. But because we now made sure she had an action plan, a weekly action plan, so we broke down the list of activities that she wanted to achieve into small chunks, and every week she achieved some success, and that gave her a lot of encouragement, and within a few weeks she was a very happy person. So you can do exactly the same. Create your bucket list, but break them down into SMART goals and create weekly action plans so you can achieve successes every single week. Ade is a very happy person now. Can you see in this image a butterfly flying out? And the little quote there, just when the caterpillar thought her life was over, she began to fly. So like the caterpillar, you too can metamorphose into a beautiful butterfly and fly. You just need to believe in yourself and in your own abilities. So remember this little quote, just when the caterpillar thought her life was over, she began to fly as a butterfly. Here are the assignments for lesson 15. Number 1, what do you understand by self-reliance? How can you cultivate it in your life? Number 2, what do you understand by resilience? In what ways can you become more resilient? Number 3, create your new bucket list. Things you've always wanted to do but couldn't do because your ex wouldn't allow them. Create a timeline for each activity and be realistic. Number 4, how can you improve your personal growth? Would it be through courses, a new job, etc.? Set a goal and make it happen. Number 5, write in your gratitude journal about the things you have learned from this course that you're truly grateful for. Remember to write about how they are helping you recover from the emotional trauma that you had at the very beginning. So just to remind you of my coaching offers, join my 6 months group coaching offer for all the students of this course. It's included in this course. And book your slot if you haven't done so already. I'm sure by now you have the link. And number 2, if you wish, you may book additional coaching with me. This is paid. It's a 1-to-1, and usually I would recommend at least 6 sessions, but it's up to you how many sessions you want to book for. Book a free discovery call with me on the link that is shown here. And you've done it again. You got to the end of this lesson. Well done. Please do all the assignment sets, as they're designed to help you put into practice everything that you're learning. Make sure to celebrate your successes as you go along. Look after yourself. I'll see you in the next lesson.